She looks me dead in the eye, says, "You owe me." Then walks straight into my car and lit a cigarette. So I walk over, take it out of her mouth, and flip it to the ground. I know it's a bad day when you two start giving me the side eye. Last week, I had one of the worst dates I've had in all of Mexico. And it started out so simple. First date plan, go to the beach, drink a couple of beers, talk, chill, dogs included. Solid, right? Before that, I even cooked dinner, like actual effort. But when I picked her up, she says, "Oh, I already ate." Cool, that's fine, I guess. Then she hops in with her teenage niece, which, okay, until I find out we're also picking up her niece's date on my date. Fast forward to the beach. They want food, I say no because I'm not running a food truck. She turns to me and says, "You owe me." "Owe you for what? Not starving you after you told me you just ate?" And then, the real deal breaker. She pulls out a cigarette. I tell her I don't date smokers. Please don't smoke in my car or my home. She nods, looks me in the eye, and then walks straight in my car and lights one up. So I walk over, take it out of her mouth, and throw it on the ground. That date lasted 1 hour. And that, my friends, is what inspired this entire series. I'm Freedom, this is Pooperhead and Monkey, and welcome to Gringo Dating in Mexico. We've been living here in Mazatlan for nearly 2 years, and I've got a lot to say about the dating scene here. The good, the weird, and the ones that smell like cigarettes and entitlement. Let's get into it. If you haven't seen episode 1 yet, go check that out first. It's called Gringo Dating in Mexico, Money, Women, Culture Shock, and What the Fuck Moments, or episode 1. It breaks down the who, what, where, when, why, and how the hell I ended up here. It's basically a launch pad for this whole series. Real shit they don't put in travel vlogs. Gringo Dating in Mexico, proudly oversharing since episode 1. Links up here and below in the description. I wanted to start this series with something positive. You know, a city where love flows, dogs are welcome, and you think, hey, maybe dating in Mexico won't destroy me. Yeah, that didn't happen. Mazatlan is not that city, but it is the inspiration for this series. So even though it isn't exactly romantic, it's the truth. Honestly, of all the Mexican cities we've traveled through, and as much as I love Mazatlan, when it comes to dogs, it's probably the most ignorant, stubborn, head in the sand pain in the ass. We offer free medical detection, super dog magic, no charge. And still, every hospital says the same thing. No se permiten perros. Not even a conversation. So how did we end up staying nearly 2 years in a city that didn't even want us? Well, Freedom, glad you asked. Let me explain. Our first attempt at Mazatlan was back in 2020. We just finished healing Baja, every hospital and clinic that would let us in. Mainland was next. We hit all the hot spots, but Mazatlan was the only one that wouldn't let us in. Why? Like my dad used to say, don't confuse me with the facts, I've made up my mind. So we skipped it. Fast forward to September 2022. We're just passing through on our way to San Blas, Tepic, Guadalajara. We stop at this badass truck stop south of town. Free parking, 20 peso showers, clean bathrooms, store, restaurant, and even enough space for the girls to kill any rodent they desire. It's supposed to be a pit stop. 20 minutes to the beaches, beer, great food. Of course, I'm ready to get laid. Enter the dog couple from hell. The male looked like he'd been in 50 fights and lost 49. The female had this dirty old harness that made her look like fallen royalty. They circle us, the girls stand their ground. Normally, I never feed stray dogs in Mexico. Not because I don't care, because I do. Too much. But these two were pulling at my ass hairs. So I did what I shouldn't. I fed them. I put the girls in the bathroom, tossed a cup of food to each stray, and just as the second cup hits the ground, bam! The male lunges, mauls both my hands and arms, no collar, nothing to grab. He just went for it, hard, and it's pouring rain. Next thing I know, I'm in 2 different hospitals and not one surgeon around to fix me. I'm wrapped up like a mummy. I can't drive, can't lift a spoon. I can't even wipe my own ass. Vid's here if you want to watch it. And that's how we got stuck in Mazatlan. Oh, and somewhere in the middle of all of that, I met a hottie on Facebook dating. We'll call her D. She was into me, I was into her. I told her I'd just been mauled by a dog. She didn't care, said she'd meet me anywhere. Pro tip, if you make a date in Mexico, there's a 90% chance they ghost you. No show, no text, no explanation. It's just a thing here, so don't make big plans. D showed up. We met at my favorite microbrewery, Tres Islas. I love that place. Great beer, chill vibe, fucking fabulous. I'm waiting outside. She rolls up in an Uber. First thing she says is, chaparrito, which means shorty. I'm 5'10", not short, not tall, average. She's 5'6", so I didn't even get the joke. Whatever. She laughed, I laughed, and we were off to a great start. She had this perfect non-Barbie look. Slender, real, long black hair, a few acne scars, C cups. I was officially in lust. We each had 2 IPAs, instant chemistry. Now, 400 pesos for craft beer is a lot on my budget. That's 2 to 3 days of groceries for me. Didn't care, totally worth it. It was my mom's birthday, so I said we're getting margaritas in her honor. We went to La Marea. Amazing view, terrible food. Got giant Maggies to go. We walked around, held hands, made out under the stars, damn near perfect. Then she pulled out a cigarette, and I'm like, fuck. On dating apps, my filters are strict. Nearby, no smoking, no trannies, no fatties. She lied, but she used mouth drops and I was already whipped. Then she said the magic words, let's go to a hotel. And I said, I live in my car. She laughed, didn't care. Later, I find out that Mazatlan has these full-blown drive-through sex motels. Hot tubs, mirrors, stripper poles, classy on a budget. But that night, we used the mattress in the back of my car. And I must say, sensitive nipples equal game over for me. Afterwards, she called her own Uber and left. No drama, no expectations. One of the best dates I've had in Mexico. So we keep dating. Chemistry's there. She's sweet, sexy, and a little conservative. Soon after, she invites me to move into her family's house. And I'm like, wait, what? I haven't even met her family. So I say yes, because apparently I'm romantic and stupid. She worked laundry at a hotel. Crazy rotating shifts. But we found time to go meet the fam. Her mom, 5 years younger than me. Let that sink in. Her daughter, 14. Her sister, late 20s with 2 toddlers. Brothers, 13 and early 30s. 2 dogs, 2 cats, 3 full-time smokers. All in one small house with a single bathroom. Sounds like a sitcom, feels like Survivor. But here's the thing, they were amazing. They made space for me, fed me, helped me clean my wounds. It was tight, loud, chaotic, and somehow it was home. I started falling in love. We did the holidays. Christmas, New Year's, Dee's 40th birthday. She was glowing, the kids adored me, the dogs were thriving. With her sister, I even helped her get a new job at a supermarket. Better pay, better hours. We were all winning. I got close with her youngest brother. Her daughters were like nieces to me. Everything felt right. Then came February and changes. Much less affection. By March, I'm just a guest who overstayed his welcome. In this house, the women ran everything. And Dee started using sex as a weapon. Now listen, I minored in psychology. I've been through a few breakups. I know what this looks like. And I started pulling back. Meanwhile, I hadn't uploaded a single YouTube video in months. Traveling with dogs was gathering dust. So I booked a rental in Puerto Vallarta for mid-April. Started easing towards the exit. But it was hard. Dee was still sweet sometimes. Her kids loved me. Even the damn cats acted like they missed me. We'd leave for a night here and there just to reset. The girls knew something was off. Dee would ask, "Why did you leave last night?" Like she couldn't even see her own behavior. She still smoked, still didn't care, never tried to learn English, zero interest in the channel. And sex, same time, same position, same vibe, clockwork, no connection. I told myself, freedom, this isn't it. So one night I left, but I didn't go far, I still cared. Then came the late night drunk text. "You up? I miss you, you should come over." So of course I did. We drank, got cozy. I got soft and sentimental. She got cold and mean. Smoked in the bathroom, ignored me, picked a fight, sex, weaponized again. We left in the middle of the night, drove straight to the truck stop. In the morning, filled the tank and headed for Puerto Vallarta. She kept sexting for a while, but the magic was fading. Eventually she said I was the one being rude, and that was that. I thought it was over, I was sure, but the universe had other plans. 6 months after landing in PV, everything hit the fan. 3 major tragedies in 2 weeks. I'll tell you more in a future video, but let's just say it shook everything. And right in the middle of that storm, Dee calls. "My daughter's quinceañera is coming. She wants you here." Truth is, I had nowhere to go. So I did, and that is part 2 of this story. Mazatlan was chaos. One week, I'm being mauled by a dog. Next week, I'm kissing under the stars, moving in with a family, and falling for a woman I probably shouldn't trust. TIM. This is Mexico. It's beautiful. It's brutal. It's honest. It'll break your heart if you let it. Would I do it again? Ask my hands. They still don't play guitar or piano. But I'll say this. I've never lived a crazy story like this before. And it's not even over. If you've ever stayed too long for someone who gave you every red flag, and a perfect kiss, then you get it. Hit like, hit subscribe. If you want to support the dogs and I, links are in the description. PayPal.me, GoFundMe, Buy Me a Coffee, our Traveling with Dogs store. Oh, and if you haven't watched episode 1 yet, do that. It explains everything. Pooperhead, Monkey, and I, we'll see you in the next one.